Happy time zone, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns 2. Great to have you with us this fantastic Friday. Today we continue our coverage of the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup. We're in the quarterfinal stage, and this is game one between Trey, Spyre, and Vinter. This is going to be a good match. Hope you're all settled in and looking forward to it. On track and duties tonight, we have Daruk, and without further ado, I will leave you in the capable hands of our commentary team, Nira, Nightshine, and Adalor.
Hello, welcome everyone. That's a fantastic intro. Thank you, Psychonaut. We'll take it from here. Yeah. How you doing, Nira?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to call another race. Like always, excited to call a race, and let's get this going.
Yeah, we've got game one of Trey versus Vinter. This is God. We're getting late into this challenge cup here. We're up in the top four now. Hard to believe it's already here. Like it feels like it's gone really fast. Both this and main tournament just kind of charging away. Like we're almost at the end for both of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were in the final four now.
Yeah, these two have gone through quite a path to get up to this top four here, and they'll be whoever wins this one will go off to face the winner of Farflu versus Rotsiv, and that will be our grand final game for the tournament. No, wait, no, I'm sorry. This is top 8. I'm dead. I'm dumb. I'm sleepy this morning. This is top 8. I'm bad. That's their side of the bracket, though. That's right, because Dr. Diabetes and Crubble have already advanced the top 4 on either side, and that's where I was getting confused. Okay, no. We're not top 4 yet. We're getting there. It's still going fast, though.
Yeah, a lot of from the commentary I've done and what I've seen of this tournament, there hasn't been a lot of going into game 3s.
Yeah, there have been a lot of 2-0s in general.
Guarantee a lot of them have been very close anyway with the 2-0s.
Oh yeah, I've watched some races. I've watched plenty of races that have been down to like 2 minutes or less. I feel like in my opinion, like under 2 minutes is just basically a close race in rando terms, because there are a lot of things that can swing it by like a minute or two.
And
we're off
first. And was that 300?
300 in cat and Sanctuary. That's really nice starting money.
Yeah, finding 300 rubies immediately, always nice. That was Green Pendant Eastern and I think Hera Red. I couldn't see what was in
Pendant Hera Green Desert or Green Eastern. Pendant Hera Desert was a red crystal.
Yep. Okay. And bombs off the tier 1 tree pole.
Love to see that too. Want to worry about getting bombs for Kakariko.
Yep.
Not that I really have to worry. I get that 300, but it's just convenient to have the bomb drop there.
Yep, and just a single ruby coming off of the bush crab. What will we see? It looked like a piece of heart.
That's a heart piece. Yep. Both these two taking the same opener route here. They've both confirmed that Lumberjack is nothing. They don't have to worry about it.
Nope, doesn't mean Aga's off the table though.
Well, we could always see Aga for Dark World access. It's always a possibility.
Yep.
That will be determined in a bit by the items we get, and we'll have to start thinking about whether we've got pointers towards climbing that tower to get into the Dark World.
Yep, and just 20 rubies in the mushroom spot. And just another 20 on the drop down. Oh, it's a Gardevoir sprite that Trey Spyre is using. Okay.
Yeah, it is actually a custom sprite he's had completed very recently. He's been trust me, he's been really excited to have it like showed off on Restream. He's super happy with it.
Yeah. Also, Vinter decided he was going to do another tier 1 tree pull since he could. Don't really blame him on doing that. You could never.
Yeah, like you're in that area. If you know you're going to want more bombs, you may as well. Yeah.
Yeah, for all like Kakariko always drops bombs when you don't need them, but when you do, it never wants to.
Plus, this pool, I think if some of the like ammo items, like bombs and arrow packs, have been removed a bit to make room for all the extra heart pieces. So, like, you might be thinking, like, let's get just a few more bombs just in case, which is pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Now watch him be right, like we don't get any more bombs in CAC here, but
Now that first chest had some.
Well, besides that, we get like 1 pack. That's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Thankfully, even if they don't have any, bombs that drops, there's always the 5 billion bomb shops in the world.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, with that 300, at the very worst, you walk in a CAC and you have to go down and spend 50 on a bomb pack. But yeah, we're fine here. Oh, there's a pearl and well.
Yep, there's 1 of 3 of our Dark World access.
Yeah, Blind Hideout was completely nothing there, but we've at least got something in the well to start off our Kakariko trip, making it worth it. And our one and only bottle we'll get.
Oh yeah, early bottle, and it was an empty one too.
All of the so I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so open heart, that bottle that you find is always empty. There's no free no pre-filled potions, and since it is open heart, they're capped at that 1 bottle. All 4 of them are placed, but they will not get any more than 1. The rest of them they pick up will be replaced, I think, with a 5 rupee.
Good to know.
So it'll be impossible to tell where the other bottles are because they're going to be blue rupees. We just won't know. So we get 1, and that's good.
It'll be fun to guess which ones are the bottles then when we see them.
The replacement items we'll notice will be the half magic will be replaced with a small magic refill, and the swords will be their usual green 20s. So if we do get our 4th sword, it'll be a green 20.
Okay.
Everything else is replaced with a blue rupee, so we'll just kind of be in the dark for the most part, because there are a bunch of blue rupees in the pool too, so it's going to be impossible to know for sure.
That'll be funny to see a small magic refill come out of a chest.
Yep, it happens. You get 1 of those probably. You'll know, like, oh, that's where half magic would have been.
There's a piece of heart on the library ledge. So
imagine. I mean, actually, that's not even vanilla. There's a book there, vanilla, but yeah, there are 48 heart pieces in the pool. You're going to see a lot of those.
Yep.
You actually can get. Ooh, that's a hook shot. Hello.
He almost saved and quit.
Yeah, that reflex. You're like, wait a sec. Trey almost did it too. I mean, it's kind of like a you automatically push the select button and give your brain time to catch up and be like, oh, I should actually grab that. Never mind. But yeah, it is actually possible to get to 20 hearts in this mode. You just have to pick up all 48 heart pieces, which is twice as many as in the normal pool.
Yeah. Imagine if one of these guys had just saved and quit there. Oof.
That would be a bit painful.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen rarely. Like, you just kind of end up going a little bit too fast with the save and quit there, and you're like, ah, dang it, I missed. And then you got to walk back over there and get whatever it was.
Yep, Link's house, just a piece of heart, though.
It looks like we're going to have finally some divergence.
Yep,
Vinter's going down to South Shore, and Trey's going to Castle.
Though I guess it's probably going to be Uncle that he's going to go visit.
Potentially. He knows he can get bombs if he wants to try to go actually into Castle.
Very true. And the lamp is in the dam.
We do love a lamp.
20 rubies on Uncle. So that's where our allowance went. And that's the real reason he left. There's a sword. So we at least know where 1 sword is. And the stun prize is the single bomb. So definitely this seed wanted us to have bombs.
Yeah, no kidding. We're pretty good on them overall.
Yeah, seems like just about everything is dropping bombs because mini Moldorms were dropping them too.
I'm sorry, I got like 4 billion pings. Did we get a sword in the Uncle chest?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Chess had a sword. There was absolute crap in Mini Moldorm Cave besides some more bomb drops. There's silver arrows in Hyrule Castle.
Yep, so that's a thing in this mode. The bows are both placed and are non-progressive, so you can get silver before the actual bow to fire them.
It's seeming like Hyrule Castle has been the play.
Yeah, so far so good. Trey's coming up with good stuff from it. And then just like Vinter, I mean, you get a lamp, that's nice. It's a fire source, but not a whole lot elsewise.
Yep, though if Trey can find the mirror in here, that will really make Hyrule Castle worth going to.
Vinter now does have the option of we're in the area and we got a pearl and enough money for Zora. We'll probably just see him fake flipper up to the Zora area.
Yep. Sadly, since he doesn't got the boots, we cannot water walk. Yep, for them to go into Dark Cross and stuff like that, they would need... I'm having a blank here. 20 rubies in the back. I think Trey was trying to set up a quick death.
Yeah, he's going to death warp and probably go to Dark Cross here.
Yep. And, ooh.
Oh, Vinter got dunked.
Yep. Happens whenever you get a heart refill, right?
Yeah, when you get a heart piece, that's the fourth one. It messes with your state and it dunks you back in the swimming state. Which I mean, you can just leave the cave and re-enter, but it's just slightly inconvenient.
Yep, and Fairy gave us a gold bee.
Free bees.
And just a piece of heart on Zora Ledge, so we are not going to come back for that.
We'll see what the big fish himself has here. We've had the money for it, that's for sure. Not a problem there.
I'm going to say 20 rubies on Zora.
Probably just another heart piece.
Nope, the
No.
boots.
There was a part of my brain that was thinking, like, well, what if the boots are on Zora? And I should have just gone with that part of my brain instead. But yeah, I don't know. Hindsight. Well, that's cool.
Yep. Suddenly, Vinter, Trey has the sword and stuff like that, but Vinter definitely has the movement speed advantage now.
Oh yeah, the longer Trey doesn't get to Zora, the more Vinter will be kind of gradually pulling ahead.
Yep. Oh, I forgot that you can do transition screens with the bombs.
It's a pretty uncommonly known thing, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel a little bit less bad about not knowing that.
Oh yeah, that's just a lot of people that don't know about that one. Yeah. All right, there's where half magic would have been.
Magic.
Which normally that would have been a good item, but instead today's Saw's Closet is garbage.
Yep. Vinter's like, why?
So Trey will be on his way over there too, because he's got 700 rupees and he's got the pearl. He'll be taking the same route most likely, so he won't be too far behind on the boots. Just a couple minutes.
Which, seeing the only reason he didn't get boots now is because he went and did full castle check.
Yeah, and he did get a sword for it, which is really nice.
Yep. There's a huge difference between having to do dungeons without the sword and with the one.
Yeah, having even one sword over 0 is just it's a significant improvement. You can just hit things.
I did practice seed a couple days ago, or yesterday actually. I had to do Thieves Town, Eastern Palace, and Desert without a sword.
It's worse, in particular when you have boots, because the worst part about swordless is when you have boots, you can't dash through enemies.
Oh yeah, and I had boots since the very beginning.
It just feels bad because you have to be controlling your dashes over. Well, Vinter found a sword in Eastern. There you go.
Yep, we now know where 2 of the swords are.
This is green pen.
Trey needs to just throw the arrows at the bosses. Sadly, that won't work very well.
Yeah, right.
And just 5 rubies on Hylia Ledge.
Yeah, this is a green pennant Eastern, so no doubt Vinter feels fine dipping this without a bow because you're not as interested in completing the dungeon. So that's kind of probably inspired his early choice to come over here and just check it out.
Well, there's always a chance he could find the bow still in here.
Vanilla bow would be funny. We're at 2 items already, so he's now heading over to pick up Vanilla Big Key. Trey's got 300 from the man of the bridge. He's very rich today. You'd think he'd be living a better life with that much money.
Maybe he likes living under the bridge.
He must like it there. I mean, it's a cool place. They're always shaded.
Yeah, after all, in the Zelda multiverse, he has had the Master Sword. He's had the silver arrows. He's been rich. I think he's like the most fascinating character in the Zelda randomizer multiverse, in my opinion. He can be like the most interesting character sometimes, and then like the most dull one others.
Chat's pointing out that we do need to have 2 swords, and with the lamp that's in the dam, this very well could be an Agaseed.
Yeah, very true. All depends on this, and I think desert's like literally the only. Oh wait, no, they have the.
There's no desert.
No, they have Dark Cross too with the lamp.
I think Trey walked a Dark Cross and he didn't continue to the back, which means the key is in the back, and this is an Agassiz. We don't have enough checks left to find rest of our items to go to Dark World.
Well, there's a Gina's cave which could give us Death Mountain.
I guess if we're lucky that gives us mountain access, but I'm doubtful at this point.
Oh, I am too. I'm just saying like what it could be.
It would have to. I mean, we have boots checks too. Actually, Trey. We'll have to see if Trey goes for bonk rocks and all that.
Yep, and
Vinter's got a second sword.
His Master Sword.
Trey's starting at house. Let's see where he goes here.
He's going to.
Oh yeah, south. Oh yeah, dam left. Okay, Trey does this actually. He likes this this play generally where he skips the dam and then goes dam left to kind of just loop into Gina, especially if he gets boots. It's really convenient.
Honestly, I don't blame him. Sadly, though, this will put a lot of things in logic by him having to find the lamp right here.
Yeah, maybe he gets an interesting pickup at Agina. We'll see. But yeah, at this point, I'm reasonably convinced we're in an Agaseed. All right, what's it again? Anything cool? No, just a bomb pack. Okay.
Yep. Sadly, there's Bonk Rock still though, but looks like he is not going to go. Where is he? Oh, he's going to Eastern.
Yeah, he hasn't been over there yet, so he'll get his second sword and then think like, well, there's that sword. I think it's time for Aga, probably. He did get his lamp also from the dam too, so he's packing that.
Yep. And Vinter going with the quick death
yeah. Oh, Vinter's going right for the Agatar climb. He's going for it. Yeah. I'm not surprised. You don't have really very much in front of you, even without having done the Bonk Rocks check.
Interesting play, but yeah, I can agree with this at this point. Better to go do Aga and then waste time getting like maybe 20 rubies off Bonk Rocks.
There is a kind of a somewhat old spreadsheet that had stats on like tens of thousands of seeds and whether they were Aga required, and the item combination of this one puts it like a 49% chance. So it's effectively a coin flip, and yeah, I'm this is a pretty reasonable play, honestly. Even if this doesn't end up being like an actual Aga seed, like there's something in Bonk Rocks that gets you more progress. Sometimes like having that portal in the middle of the world can still be really convenient if you end up like, I don't know, maybe you get like a glove and you go to the mountain and find another glove, but the hammer is still in East Ark World, so sometimes that happens.
The worst thing is that when it's a trolley thing, and it's the bow on that Pyramid Ledge, because Armos Knights has something behind it, or Pod.
That's a good point, actually. Our boots aren't even in logic. That's right. Zora's not even in logic without gloves or flippers. Good call. So actually, yeah, it's a hard Aga seed, yeah, because the boots can't even give us logical access. And they could give us access. There could be like a glove or a flute behind them, but it's a little less likely.
I didn't think about that. That yeah, they are not, because you need the power glove or the flippers to get them.
I'm pretty sure Trey checked Dark Cross. I see chat talking about it. I don't think he got anything there, but I'm pretty sure he death warped and went in Dark Cross.
Yeah, Vinter needed to be careful there. He almost got killed by the red guards.
Yeah, 6 hearts and I mean this is actually like about the same. This is like NMG Aga climb actually with like 6 hearts.
Yeah, this is regular Aga climb.
You have 2 swords, 6 hearts, no armor upgrades. Yeah, this is about normal. Yeah, you don't have a bow to shoot at things, but
Very true. Oh, careful!
Yeah, do be careful there. Yeah. So Vinter will have to be a little bit careful during this Aga 1 fight. I mean, it's not a tough fight if you know how to do it right. You shouldn't take any damage, but still, you need to be a little cautious.
Oh yeah. I thankfully have not taken a death on Aga 1 since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's pretty rare in rando, but it does happen sometimes. I've seen it. It hurts too every time it does happen. This Aga Tower climb is not short.
Yeah, when I'm on low health and I have to do Aga climb, I try to get a fairy beforehand if I can.
Okay, so Trey is going to start at Sank, so we're going to see him playing into the boots and seeing if they actually lead to something.
Can't really blame him, because he knows if there's nothing in Bonk Rocks, then Aga is the requirement.
And this is a quick check, too. It's not very long to see if they're on the chance that there's just something here that kind of you're just playing ahead further in the logic.
Actually, Aga is required because, again, boots are not in logic.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like if there was something in Bonk Rocks like a glove or a flute, like you could still sequence break that and continue.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100% logically required Aga seed here, yeah.
The crazy thing is what if Hammer was in Bonk Rocks? Or like Power Glove or the flute or something like that.
Yeah, it would have been huge actually. Trey would be like, ooh, I can continue, but yeah. Sadly, no, we're going to see him both climb, yeah.
Yep. Because if you could got something huge like the flute or some Power Gloves. What was that?
A cape.
Oh, that means lumberjack, or that means bumper cave.
Yeah, normally we'd be like, oh, cape, that's part of the Aga climb, but we just did that, so it's kind of funny actually. Yeah, we're gonna run over to Pod because it's basically now you're here, you have like Pod and Catfish, so that's about it.
Yep.
Map check. We got red crystal at Ice and a pendant at Mire.
I don't think Catfish can be accessed without the glove, though.
No, actually, you're right. We need a glove. This is literally just Pod.
Well, that and going to I can't speak today. Going to Village of Outcasts via the hook shot.
Good luck getting to that spot though without flippers or a glove or hammer.
Oh yeah, that is further up the island, isn't it?
Yeah, you need hook shot to get across, but then you need either glove, hammer, or flippers to actually get to that spot where you can hook across. So we're gonna find one of those things in Pod most likely.
Well, we can only go like 1 or 2 rooms. The key has to be right here for us to be able to do anything.
Or it's literally the progression item up front. Yeah, well, this is most likely a key. Yeah.
That would suck for it to be the progression item, right?
I mean, it would be kind of funny, like literally just railroaded towards shooter room and pod, and it's like, oh, here's your flippers or your flute. Go have fun.
The worst thing would be the flippers, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not so bad. It gets you less Dark World access, and it puts your boots in logic.
I know, but like stuff like the glove or the hammer would give you, or yeah, the glove or hammer would give you more access to more stuff.
I feel like the funniest item I would want to see was like the book. Then you're like, oh, have fun going to desert now.
Yeah.
I mean, you could clear desert. You've got a fire source and boots. Just be kind of like, oh well. Oh, there's hammer and Stalfos basement. So that's what we're looking for.
Yep, we can access more pod. And if this is wait, nope, we can't. Like I was gonna say, if this is done right enough, they can do almost the entire thing. But no,
We would need the. Yeah, we need a bow to pop up in here too. Yeah, this was indeed Hammer in East Dark World. We just didn't have any way to get to the rest of the Dark World to possibly sequence break it. So, you know, it's just hard required Aga. It happens.
Yep.
So these two will definitely be looking for their gloves at some point. That's going to be kind of like the big item, like where are the gloves? There still could be one in pod. We're still pending like 4 items still, I think.
Yeah, they're like they've only found the hammer in here. No other items so far. There's another key. Another key.
So yeah, that'll be checking Hellway, because those are keys 5 and 6. Let's see, here's 1 key. I think that puts... I'm too sleepy to keep track of keys. I think that puts 1 small key on both side.
Yep, it does. And also just the compass in Hell Room.
We'll poke into Dark Maze here and see what we've got.
Not so dark with the lamp though. At least there's the big key, so they can go check the big chest at least.
Trey is through his Aga fight here now, so he'll be he's been a little bit more thorough with the light world, but he's not that far behind. But yeah, he's getting into pod second here. Done his map check. He got his info.
I did not see what anything was except pod was a crystal.
Yeah, it was a red crystal, ice, and pendant mire. There's a heart in the big chest there.
Yep. Looks like I don't know where we go from here. Oh wait, no, we go. I would say we'd go to a hype cave from here.
Yeah, so you have the option of that. You can. So now that we've killed Aga, we can use the castle portal. We don't get kicked out automatically to the Dark World when the save and quit until we have the mirror. But we can just use the portal and be back in the Dark World, which is faster than walking out of the pod maze. So save and quit's the good idea there. And now you can go north or south from here. You can go south towards Hype Cave or north and hookshot across to West Dark World.
Well, I'd go south just because there's so many more checks you can do here.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you want to route it. You can call it like you can go north and just kind of do a more complete route and end at Hype Cave. But you're hoping for good stuff here, basically. All right, Hype, what you got today?
And it is just a heart container.
I'm expecting 4 more heart pieces back here.
10 arrows.
Shovel.
Ether.
Okay, well, there's some stuff.
That's a fetch quest game. We don't need a fetch quest. I give you a 1 out of 10 because of the fetch quest.
I call it a 3.
You're too nice.
Meredith gave it a 4, being generous. Yeah, that's that hype cave is pending value based on what the shovel might have. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 1 out of 10. If it actually has something useful like the glove, I'll give it a 5. It goes down into the negatives. Nothing.
All right, so Trey's getting into his look through pod here. Vinter, we didn't see Vinter go for any shenanigans going to the right side, which I don't think they have any potions. Like they've got that free B at waterfall at most. So they would have to actually initiate a mimic clip to get to the right side. I don't know if Trey's much of a mimic clipper, but I guess we'll see.
There was the Fisher Price shield in the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah. And Trey finds hammer. He's like, I'm out. Well, that's good. That's good enough. Let's go elsewhere. Good call, Leslie. We know there's nothing else he's going to find.
Yeah, I was going to say wise choice because literally absolutely junk in there.
Yeah, that'll save him a little bit of time, and you can come back. Ideally, you come back to Pod and Gomo, and you don't have to do the rest of it. So
there's the big key.
Yeah, even if Trey does mimic clip, he's clearly uninterested. He's like, I got a hammer. That's West Dark World Access. Let's go.
Oh, yep. He's not going. Oh, yeah, he is going.
He debated there. You saw that hesitation. He's like, do I go north or south? And really going just for Hype Cave and then back north isn't too bad. And then you can pick up like Stumpy and Dig Game after you're done with Village.
I think that was both items. Nope. Wait, no. That was like, was that both items in Skullwoods?
I wasn't sure. I was too busy watching Trey, admittedly.
I think that was, yeah, it was because he didn't go do Big Chest.
Yep, he's bailing out, so he must be done with Skull.
So I think it was a piece of heart and then 3 bombs. Wow, that's not often you find all 3 or both items right away.
I mean, even if they're trash, it's nice to have them quickly, so you know you're just done with Skull until you're coming back to complete it.
Yep, 3 bombs on Bumper Ledge too.
Ooh, Trey is going to go left. Okay, a little bit of divergence here.
Go check Stumpy, I think.
Yeah, Stumpy and Dig Game, and then he'll save and quit and go follow Vinter's route. Simultaneous heart piece pickups, you know how it is.
Yep. And so you said there's not going to be any mail updates, right?
Correct. There are no armor upgrades in this pool. They can get to 20 hearts, but they would have to pick up every heart piece for it.
Yep, and we've already seen them ignore several.
Yeah, it's pretty common. There's so many heart pieces. You know you're going to get a bunch later.
I've never seen a randomizer go to 20. I've seen it go as high as 19, but not 20.
It's very uncommon in races because usually you'll skip at least one heart piece somewhere, like a visible one like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I've had on my own stuff. I've been 19 heart, 3 out of 4 heart pieces. Red mail when I go into GT, and I didn't skip any. Like I found all the pieces of heart inside of chests and stuff like that. I didn't go out of my way for it.
Trey's going right for the shovel check. I don't hate it. It's relatively quick, and you don't have a mirror and to get through here from the Dark World. And this is cool. Oh wow, there's a glove. He kind of scored with that actually.
He's got Dark World access completely now.
Yeah, now he doesn't have to save and quit and run from Pyramid. He can actually go from Sank and go right to Village. That's incredibly big.
He can also go to the back of Escape now.
He's going immediately for that because you know there are, I think there are 2 items back here. And we've seen the map, but not the key.
I don't know if we saw the map actually.
Yeah, that's an excellent glove for Trey. Really, really lucking out. I mean, not lucking out, but really scoring big with that. We've seen a map and key are both back there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew the key was there for sure because he didn't walk from Dark Crop. I wasn't sure about the map, so good to know.
Yeah.
We're finding another full heart in the Thieves' Attic. There are only 5 full hearts in this pool. One of them is the Sank heart still.
Yep, you can't do a randomizer and not have the Sank heart there.
He is doing Mountain. Okay, cool. At this point, you have the option on Trey's side of either going up the mountain or heading into Village. But yeah, he's gonna say, let's go up the mountain. You have a lot of mountain access too. You can get all the way over to Paradox and up to Hera.
Yep, and
Trey already checked Bonk Rock.
Hera is a pendant, sadly, but it's a quick dungeon to do.
So Vinter, the muscle memory of you walk into Thieves, you stun the red Zazak, and then try to lift the block. I don't know. What? Oh, no glove. You got here from East Dark World. It's so easy to do that though.
Yep. Watch the other glove be in the big chest though. There's the
vanilla. Vanilla mirror. Oh, Trey is scoring big continually here.
That is a very nice find.
Yeah. Oh, Samaria on top? Okay.
And just 3 bombs. Might want to go pick that up because Myers not entirely required, but Turtle Rock is.
So like you go up the mountain, you're thinking, all right, I can go east to Paradox, then come up the mountain and go west to Hera's, but then like you get a mirror and you're like, oh, okay. Well, and then then he also just leads directly immediately to a Samaria. You're like, oh, more stuff than I expected. So yeah, that actually that upgrades Hype's value a lot. Actually, the glove leading immediately to Mirror and Samaria.
Yep, it goes up to an 8 now, in my opinion. Like I'll give it a 10 if there's like if Tempered's in here.
And Vinter, having a nice textbook blind fight, is now claimed our first crystal of the day.
Yep, and Trey did a flawless Hera pot.
Yeah, it was really clean. 34 minutes into our first dungeon prize. Took a bit to get there because of how the seed played out in the beginning, but we'll get those dungeon prizes going. Oh, flippers.
Okay, so Aghanim was locking a lot of stuff.
Like everything.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, almost everything, but yeah, that's this mountain play, like, wow. Oh, nice recovery.
Hype Cave went from a 1 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 for me now.
Stupid wizard locking everything. Yeah, well said, Amerith. Right, just a heart piece in the brewery here, and now Vinter will be heading south to clean up these checks that Trey has done.
Hopefully Trolldorm does drop something here and not be a troll.
Yeah, it'd be nice to just get the item here and be done. Nope, there's a key.
Oh, and you know what? Just because of what the mountain's been like, I would go to the basement right now.
I don't know. I wouldn't, because you've got like a lot of mountain ahead of you, and you've found several items. Like your ability to explore the world has increased significantly. Trey hasn't even been to Village yet. Like he's got a lot ahead of him.
I know, but like there could be something like Fire Rod in the basement.
I mean, could be, but yeah, I feel like there's so much more to do here. Heart piece on the island.
Floating island.
Once again, simultaneous viewings of visible heart pieces.
Yep. They're high-fiving each other in their own way there.
You'll have a nice quick dash through Spiral Cave.
Another piece of heart, and that was on Stumpy. What am I talking about?
Another one for Trey.
Yep, that brings him up to 10 hearts.
Not quite, it's 9. Vinter is 11, though.
Looks like, yep, he's gonna go get his power glove.
Yep, he'll be not too far behind on this glove.
Going to use his mirror to get through Paradox Cave really quick. And arrows and the ice rod.
Okay, we're gonna need that for later, yeah.
Well, if you're really good at it, you can always use that too on land molus.
All right, Paradox 5, heart piece, big 20, 50 rupees. You gonna have anything else in here? Give us more than just an ice rod?
Fire rod.
There's the other rod.
Skull Woods is now completable.
That's honestly even better for Trey with how he's routed this. He hasn't touched Village yet, and now he can one-shot Skull Woods and Thieves. Like that whole area, he's can actually just clear in one go. That's really good.
Yeah, Pararod Docks Cave. That is very true.
I think he's actually going for Swamp, though. We have the 4 items we need for Swamp.
Oh yeah, we do.
This is I like this good call here too. I feel like you could route Village and then come down to Swamp after that, but like this is fine too.
Yeah, definitely. He could also Oh no, he could not complete pod yet. What am I talking about? Ignore the crazy person.
And Vinter's going backwards from the escape. He didn't walk to Dark Cross, so he'll get his whatever was here, which was, I'm guessing, a whole lot of nothing consequential.
I think it was a piece of, yep. It was.
Sure was. Imagine that, a heart piece.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What a surprise. Can you hear the shock in my voice?
I am astounded and amazed. All right. Swamp Palace. I like going to Swamp whenever it's available, especially if it's a crystal, because it's a dense dungeon. There's a lot of stuff to find in here. And Trey so far has been making the right calls with going immediately to the mountain, so I'm expecting more good calls from him. If this doesn't work out, I'm going to be very disappointed.
There's the bits.
Well, I think Late Bit nailed it immediately. Well done calling the myths immediately in Swamp. You did it.
Yeah.
So Trey continued to make the right calls here. Jeez, what a seed.
I'd definitely say at this point, this Trey's in a pretty solid lead.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, I mean, Vinter's ahead in prizes, but like Trey has been routing this so well, just making the absolute correct decisions everywhere. Like, this is going really well. No doubt he feels like he's in a great position here.
Well, if Vinter doesn't go into Hera, which I imagine he will, but if he doesn't, he will not find his flippers. Is the thing.
Yeah, you're looking for stuff. You see that Samari up there, you're like, oh, I guess I'm mirroring up, yeah, and going that way, and you'll poke into Hera and just see what you find, yeah. Because with Hookshot, Hera is a pretty quick check to see what you find in there. Compass chest is a compass in it, imagine.
Oh, is that the compass vanilla location?
That's the compass chest in vanilla, yeah.
Okay.
The map chest is the one behind the bomb wall, the first one you check after the small key.
Okay. I haven't played vanilla. Yep, he's going into Hera, but I haven't played vanilla Link to the past years.
Nor have I, admittedly, but there are some modes you can play, like Spoiler in particular, that kind of it's valuable to know those vanilla locations because the chests are named after them. So one of those things you just you might just learn by playing like Spoiler in particular.
And Trey did some diver down. Very perfectly done.
Made that look very easy. It's not very hard at all, honestly, no. Lineups for it are pretty consistent.
Yep. Just like Icebreaker. Once you get Icebreaker down, like, it's one of the simplest things to do.
Vinter did a bomb setup for Hera Pot, but also made it look very smooth, having just one good attempt at it. That's all he needed. Got his flippers.
I would agree with Left Side Swamp, just because of what Trey, all the calls that Trey's done correctly so far. Like, I've learned not to question him.
That's Berna. That's not the game we need. We already have the other one.
Except maybe this time I'll question him, but...
Yeah, it's all right. I think if you're in Trey's shoes here, you feel like you're routing this seed about as good as you can, and he might feel like he has time to be safe and not skip left side.
Yeah, well, for all we know, left side could have had the bow.
Yeah, like, and if you feel like you're in a head position, you want to kind of like probably play against the gambles and just be a little more thorough and don't leave anything behind. Because if you gamble against that, you might just like throw away that lead, basically.
Yep, I have seen races be lost because somebody didn't check left side swamp.
Oh yeah, stuff I should have done in my top 32 games, basically.
Oh, I wasn't trying to say any names.
No. I admit that myself. I didn't really. No, you weren't pointing at me. It's fine. I'm just saying.
I honestly forgot that you about that. Honestly, when I said that.
Yeah, left side swamp in particular got burned by it. It's like, I've in retrospect could have been like, I'm probably ahead in this. I probably could have just been more thorough, but whatever happens. Gambling will get you sometimes.
Was that the race that Fire Rod and Ice Rod were both in left side swamp?
No, I think it was a flute in left side or something. It was like one item, but a big particular item.
Okay, yeah, because I called a seed where Fire Rod was left side of left side swamp, and Ice Rod was in the right side of left side.
I have seen both rods on left side swamp once. I don't think it was a race I was calling, but I have seen it once. I was like, oh, this seat is silly.
Yeah, and those were the go mode items for both racers too. And we're getting a good Argus play here.
Trey's doing it pretty much optimally, doing double pulls for Master Sword spins, about as fast as you can do it.
Yep, I have tried doing this and I cannot pull it off.
There's a certain finesse to it. And he will get it fast enough to save a cycle. Yep, and we'll do Ice Rod for the quick kill. Either one works. No, I didn't get the one cycle. Didn't get the 2 cycle either.
I think there's still an item in Swamp if Argus doesn't drop the big key. Oh, it did. It didn't, so...
I think big key self-locked.
Yep.
You'll have to see it, honestly. You don't have to go back in for it.
One of the 2 dungeons in the game that the big key can be in its own big chest. The other one being Skullwoods, if I remember correctly.
So Vinter has completed his mountain trip, and looks like he is also interested in going directly to Swamp, and he'll be following in Trey's footsteps for a bit, and Trey is going to scoot on over to Ice Palace, it looks like.
Don't blame him. You think he'll go straight to the back of Ice Palace via Icebreaker?
Oh, 100%. There's no way you don't ice break here, yeah. You've got everything you need to clear the dungeon.
No, just anything you can find in there that's extra is nice.
The only concern you would have at this point in ice is magic usage. You have to be really careful here.
Yep, what sucks is if you're on low magic, not on half magic, is if you have you don't have the fire rod and have to use bombos.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in this mode, I welcome bombos for ice because I know I have that security to be able to initiate the Argus or the Cold Stare fight even without a full bar. But there are some things you can do to kind of mitigate that. Particularly if you have full hearts, you can sword beam duplicate and only need half of the shots if you do it right.
Nope,
Right,
there's the big key right there.
Big key up front is nice because you know you can do a full clear route without having to worry about potentially bad key layouts to put them in weird spots. So Trey will just continue to the right here without hitting the switch. A little bit of buffering here, and he's got the 1 pixel. There you go. Very nice.
Yep, and just a small key behind Icebreaker. I have actually found the Cane of Samaria in the Icebreaker chest.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. That's the seed saying, nope, no Icebreaker for you.
Yeah, that breaks me mentally whenever that happens.
And first item is a pack of bombs. Normally, if we didn't already have Hookshot and Samaria, we could keep track of the Ice Palace keys and be like, all right, where could these items be? But we don't really have to care about those.
So far, we have found one of the 3 items.
Trey is doing what I consider the suboptimal play of not checking Ice Tea immediately when you have a bonus key for it, but whatever, he'll probably just bomb jump across. Item number 2 is a 300 rupee. He's dodging Ice Tea. What are you doing?
Taking the gamble I do.
I don't know if he's going to gamble it, actually. There's the map.
Well,
I guess actually, no, with switchless, you can just run across here. This is okay.
Yeah.
I still like to just drop into long ice if you have the bonus key for it, but, you know, that's just a preference.
I really need to pay attention to this. Like, I forget where Iced Tea is. Just because I try to go right there. There's the... Nope. Iced Tea was pointless.
Just a big 20, but you know ice is clean now, so you're not missing any items in here.
Yep.
Not anything of consequence, but we're done with it. Just gotta kill the boss now.
Yep, always a nice thing to be able to do.
And Trey has done a good job of keeping his hearts full, so as long as he didn't take any damage these last couple rooms, he'll be able to sword beam duplicate against Cold Stare.
That is something I gotta learn.
The timing actually on it is really generous. He basically just fired the fire rod, and then I'm just as soon as you can immediately throw the sword beam, and it just works. Yeah, because I think his bar is just low enough. It won't be full for this. Yeah, he's missing a little bit. So he's got 7 shots, so you'll have to duplicate at least 1. But I know he knows how to do it. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Vinter having a nice, was that a 1 or 2 cycle in phase 2? I've missed it, but yeah, he had a bit of a better fight, killing the second phase of Argus. Yeah,
Yep.
see there, yeah, you made that look, yeah, really nice.
Yep, and Fire Rod. Ooh. Green
Okay. Yeah, be careful here. This is down to don't get touched territory.
Yeah, if you have to get hit by this falling snow.
Yeah, get the falling ice is better than taking a 4-heart hit from the puffs themselves.
Yeah.
Vinter's done, and also going to continue following Trey into Ice Palace here. Vinter actually has 13 hearts, like actually a lot more than Trey does at this point. He found a good amount of health in the village. All right, Trey, please, 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 please just do it.
Oh.
This is so tense now.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. I'm clenched.
All right, 1 down.
Ooh.
That's 2.
Oh,
God, that was close. That was a risky spin right there. Ah, he's done it. Oh, wow. Okay. We can relax now.
I don't think I took a breath the entire time.
I practically didn't. Oh, that was so tense.
Is the stream buffering for you?
Yeah, it's a little bit of buffering. We'll get it back momentarily here, I'm sure.
No, I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, I know a death would have flipped the lead there.
Yep, so Trey is now out of Ice Palace, so save and quit. We're going back up the mountain, it looks like, with his second glove. He's interested in the Dark Mountain. Actually, if TR is Ether, that's just a clearable dungeon.
Yeah, it is. You don't want to have to do Master Sword Trinex, though, but these two probably can do Hammer Trinex pretty easily.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you're chasing your objective dungeons. This is a good call. Trey does have a mirror, so this climb through Super Bunny is a decent idea. You can go through here, get your 2 items, get your 4 from Hookshot Cave, and then sneak over to TR and see what it is.
Yep, if I remember correctly, too, the floating island was just 300 rubies, right?
It was, yeah, it was something inconsequential, yeah.
Yeah, nothing of note. Let's see here. There is 3 bombs and Piece of Heart and Super Bunny, so that gives him 10 hearts now.
Up on 4 items in Hookshot Cave now. We've had this hookshot for quite a while and actually get to kind of use it to get some items that only it can get. 3rd sword, love to see it.
Yep. 10 bombs and 5 rubies. So yeah, I would honestly, if the Ether is the opening Turtle Rock, that's where I too. And it is.
It is Ether. Let's go.
Yep. I don't like doing Turtle Rock without half magic, or a blue bottle. But I'm getting more. I myself getting more comfortable with it, and these two are probably easily comfortable.
And also, like, you just found a 3rd sword. Your Trinex fight got a lot more comfy.
Oh yeah, no, and like. Go ahead, sorry.
You need like literally less than half the magic it takes to do it compared to Master Sword. It's like you can do that in like half a bar if you're just accurate. It's really nice.
Sword 3 was in Hookshot Cave.
Yep, we just found that. Dre is no doubt happy about that, considering you're going straight into TR now since it's open. Like you're fine now, yeah.
Vinter is having a real easy time with.
Ooh, two puffs down. Now he did that a lot. He didn't even take any damage. That was a really clean cold stare fight. Yeah.
Well, he got a lot of fire rod shots off on cold stare. That managed to hit all 3 of them.
Yeah, if you can get them stacked up and get some really good splashes, they'd all of them that really improves your fight a lot. Because they died to like 4 fire rod shots, I think. So
Yeah, he took out 2 of them before he ran out of magic. So, oh, he never checked Hobo.
yeah, I think there was a 300 there from earlier, but yeah, he put that off for a bit. There's the big key and TR in the roller room.
Yep. Oh, that's always nice. Because that means you can just go steal that turtle rock key or a small key in the.
I mean, if you're in go mode, sure, I wouldn't here though. I think you still full clear because you're looking for at the very least flute.
That's very true. I wasn't thinking about that.
I mean, yeah, the big key being there is like whatever. You're still going to check lava chest here unless you're actually like aggressively gambling lava chest. But I don't think you do here.
This room, to this day, I still struggle with.
Chomps is terrible. It's just a matter. You kind of have to like just accept a little bit of like not doing it super fast just to be safe in a lot of situations.
Oh yeah, no powder, so they can't get a fairy here. Powder is still in it, right? Because magic bat.
Yeah, we still have the powder is still an available item, and yeah, because there are no checks that are locked out by any items that are removed from the pool.
I figured that, but wanted to be sure. Looks like Vinter is going to go ahead and do go check Turtle Rock.
So yeah, Vinter continuing to follow Trey actually. So I mean, Vinter does have 1 more crystal, but like Vinter does have to return to Village of Outcasts because he's got his fire rod after going there. So like, there's really not like a big lead at all here. Let's be honest. Like this is going to be pretty close. Yeah. It seems like these two are probably going to like keep the same route for the rest of the seeds. I feel like this is going to come down to unless Flute's in a weird spot, this is probably going to be a pretty close execution race for the rest of it.
You know something too, we haven't seen Hera basement still too.
No, I mean, true. I'm not too worried about like one-off checks just yet because we've still got a good amount of the seed ahead of us. But yeah, we'll see. We've got still several items in TR. TR tends to hold its items down until you're done in Laser Bridge.
Oh yeah,
because of where all the keys must be.
I have found my go mode item on Laser Bridge more times than I care to count. Especially, like it's especially true when it tends to be a pendant turtle rock.
But yeah, we are being go -2. You want to be pretty thorough here. Once we're down to like having found the flute or the actual bow that fires the arrows, then we can potentially start thinking maybe a little bit of gambling here and there. But
yep, and there was a map on the big chest.
So we'll continue through TR. Vinter's got his 3rd sword and his glimpse. He's already opened it with Ether, so he is on his way in.
Yep, I find that's a good thing, a route to, even if you can't get into TR. Like, just go ahead and open it up if you have a medallion. Like, I mean, if you don't got the Cane of Samaria, just go ahead.
Yeah,
time
because that way you don't have to use the portal again to actually get to open it up. If you're there and you can open it, you may as well.
Yeah.
Even if it's a pendant and you think you might never go in there, it's still just like it's just convenient if you have to go in later to have it already open.
Yep, I'm in agreement with that.
Right, Trey's through the dark room. We're going to be getting to the Laser Bridge where most of the items will be. He's got his bombs out, so he's no doubt going to use the safety door. Because I mean, 2.5 hearts, you're likely to probably take a death on Laser Bridge here if you're not good with your skips.
Which I'm not, so.
I mean, I know Trey's good with laser skips. I'm more like if you're not like if you mess up one of these, you're going to take a laser to the face and it hurts. It'll just kill you, so you know.
Oh yeah.
You have a little bit of burna here.
Yep.
And you can freely use this knowing you also have a full magic reheal before Trinex, so we're fine there. 2 heart pieces.
And the final one's going to be the key.
I already got the key. Oh, there's our bow and laser bridge. That's 1 item left. Now we just need a flute.
Yep. Flute
And
could be in
potentially Myers Medallion, but right now we're -1, we're assuming, basically.
Flute could be
Oh, wait,
on,
no. Oh, wait, Myers a pendant. We might not need it.
uh,
We need Desert Access. No, you're right. Yeah, we might need Flute or Book. Yeah, good call. Yeah.
Flute or Book could be on Sarsaparilla.
Green pendant would be a bit gross. Yeah, sure.
It's a randomizer. Expect gross.
But I mean, at this point now, you can go full clear pod, finish that dungeon off, and if you feel like you need to go into Eastern to finish that, then you can. I feel like that's late though. I would much rather go clear out Village completely before I go to pod and have to. You'd ideally like to go and just go mode pod and not to worry about Eastern.
That was a beautiful Trinex killing 2 of its heads right there.
Yeah, having Tempered Sword again before this made the fight really nice, because Master Sword takes like a total of 10 hits mixed between rods and sword hits, whereas Tempered is just 5. It's so much nicer. And a compass. And we're done with items. That's what I thought. All right, so just our main bow and TR, but I mean that's still a pretty good prize by itself.
Yep, unusual to be getting the bow this late.
Yeah, I mean non-progressive bows does funky things sometimes, but yeah.
Oh, yep, since they got the mirror, they end up on top of Ganon's pyramid.
Trey looks like he's going to go for pod here. All right.
That or catfish. Nope, pod.
I mean, there are some things in pod we still haven't seen. For all we know, this could still be the correct play. We're pending at least 1 item in pod, I think, still.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Trey did bail on back a pod. He doesn't know what's in the back, which I mean we know was pretty much the correct option because you weren't getting the rest of the dungeon cleared with the items you had. Hammer was just like it gives you so much access.
Like, and they can, if there's nothing here on pod, they can go ahead and go finish Eastern really quick too, because there is because Armos Knights is holding an item.
Yeah, effectively too because of the green pendant.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if Trey doesn't find the flute here in pod with what's left, then he most likely finishes Eastern.
Like with the Armos Knights left, it wouldn't hurt to just go ahead and do Eastern if there's no item here in pod. It's like a 2-minute trip to do that?
About 2-3 minutes, somewhere in that range. Not too bad. I think there's 1 key over here and then an item on the ledge.
I don't remember the logic.
Oh, there are 2 keys over here. Never mind. Okay.
I'm still getting
I was trying to count in my head and remember how many doors Trey had opened, which he hasn't opened that many doors, so that's fine.
I think he did do the center chest here, though.
Yeah, he already opened big E chest, yeah.
And it was just a compass, if I remember correctly.
Vinter's down to Laser Bridge, now has his bow. He'll be getting his 2 heart pieces and the key in the bottom chest. Trey will do a clear of the back and then go kill Helda.
Yep, which we already know. Like, the wise choice would be just go straight to Helmasaur once you get your big key right now.
Yeah, of course Trey doesn't know that, but yeah. Yeah, Trey has yet to even go to the Village of Outcasts area. He's just been making some decisions here. I mean, with this many options in this seed, like with how it opened up, you kind of just have to, make decisions. And we know we didn't really see anything in Village, so like, currently he's making the correct call. We saw both items in Skullwoods, and Vinter full cleared Thieves without getting anything big out of it. So, I feel like Trey will head there next after clearing Eastern, but assuming he doesn't get Flute, he'll be full clearing over there, and then it's a matter of still where the Flute or Book are. Because we need desert access still.
Yeah.
And Vinter having a really textbook Trinex fight. Phase 2, if you are ready a sword spin, and right as the shell disappears while Trinix is exploding, you release that sword spin. You'll generally get your 2 hits on the head, and then just get 1 more, and you're good with tempered. And here we go with Trey now getting into the rest of pod being just the boss fight on our way in. And we'll see where Vinter goes next. I wonder if Vinter will clean up anything more on the mountain like Spike Cave. Thinking about it, yeah. Okay, so Trey didn't do Spike Cave, so this is a potential difference.
Yeah, Flute could be on Spike Cave.
Yeah, Flute or Book is here. This is big. Because either of those items will put us into go mode at this point. Didn't get a refill there off the bushes, but we do have a cape, so we're fine.
Yeah, mirror locations. We still have King's Tomb.
Neither of these two is check K45, so you know there's some stuff pending still. Just a bomb pack. Yeah, we have options. There's stuff that Vinter didn't do in Village, like Smith Chain and K45, and yeah, there's. I mean, I think Trey is just gonna hoping he can get into go mode and not have to do those things, but yeah, if not, then he's gonna have a more complete trip to Village of Outcasts when he gets over there.
Yeah.
He can route it basically however he wants and be very efficient with it.
I blinked. Was there nothing in Spike Cave?
That was it was a bomb pack.
Okay.
Alright, Trey is now into the Helmasaur fight. He hit that face the hammer 17 times.
Or bomb at 5.
Either one you want, it'll do. And then slash that forehead gem a couple times, you're good to go. Or 1 silver arrow works too, if you can hit it.
Yep, Helmasaur does not like to have its head.
Yeah, Helma gets dodgy in the second phase. Yeah, he's like, no, don't hit it. I don't like that.
He's like, my face feels great once the mask is. I did not want you to hit me now.
Big 20. All right, well, nothing more in pod to find.
Nope.
We'll see. Trey's got his mirror out, so he's most likely going to head into Eastern and clear that up.
Yep. There isn't a lot of checks left to do. They could go into Mire. Or no, they cannot go into Mire. They need the...
Oh, he's not mirroring to Eastern. All right then, Trey, if you say so.
Maybe he decided against it. He might be going to Catfish.
I guess this is a run to Catfish because you... I'd still would save and quit here if you're running to Catfish, though, because like it's still faster than running out of the maze.
Yeah, he killed Sarsaparilla already.
He's been to the closet, but yeah, he doesn't have the green pendant because neither of these two has cleared Eastern. Interesting. I mean, it's a decision. You had to make decisions in racing, so.
Wait.
I still would have save and quit from pod and just run from Pyramid. I think it's slightly faster to get to Catfish that way.
True. I think so too. That or no, it's faster just to go to save and quit. You're right.
Yeah, I mean Trey is going to Catfish here. Yeah, it's the only thing you would do from this location.
You think?
And yeah, Trey and Chad is talking like Dre does have like all of West Dark World. He has not been to the village area, so he is probably just fine with skipping the Eastern clear and just going over there.
You think he'll go to King's Tomb and stuff like that on his way?
You could route Thieves Town into Skull and then finish off with like your North Dark World stuff. Yeah, but I mean, no doubt you'll have to start hitting those because you start running thin on checks. You got to check everything. Well, there's Bombos.
No, don't need that.
Yeah, we're not going to need to get into Mire because if we have Mire access, we have Desert access, and we're good to go. Mire's a dead dungeon in this seed.
Yep.
Trey's evolved from CAC skip to Village of Outcast skip. Yeah, exactly. He's doing it. He didn't get to skip CAC in this one, so he's compensating by doing Village instead. Now, why are you running this way? Oh, he's gonna route in north now. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Yeah. I'm slow with this route sometimes. I think Trey's really hoping for a go mode village area. He wants to just slam through Skull and Thieves in a hard go mode. and he's like just kind of being thorough along the way, which I feel like is fine. It's a race decision you could make. It's effectively a gamble. Like you're gambling kind of the time of doing these checks versus just like going straight to your crystal dungeons and doing more checks in them.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get Graveyard Ledge too.
Vinter has killed the boss of Pod, is now going to re-enter because he does have a little bit more to check in here. Looking for one more item. Yeah, he's looking for the item that's in a big key chest, right? The shield there.
Oh, that's what it was. My bad.
Yeah, there's a shield and big key chest here, and that'll be Vinter's last item in Pod. He'll be actually done with it.
Yep, and just a piece of heart and Graveyard Ledge.
So, it's a blue. Because he has max shields, it's a blue rupee for him. Right. Because it's capped at 1. I thought we capped at 2 shields in this mode. I guess I was wrong. Okay.
Nah, that would make it still too easy.
I mean, shields don't make a big difference in all honesty. So yeah, Vinter has less checks ahead of him overall, so I don't blame him for mirroring into Eastern and cleaning this up. He will get 2 items for it, so.
Yep. And if it's the flute or the book, then he's in go mode.
Yeah, we know Trey isn't going to find anything in these dungeons. He can. The only difference he has here over here is like K45, I think, is like the thing that Vinter hasn't done, and like Smith Chain. So like if Trey will do Smith Chain after Village and kind of just be led to the rest of the checks that Vinter hasn't done.
Oh, Trey hasn't done the front of Skullwoods. He's skipping those.
No, I mean, okay, so you mean with Fire Rod you go straight to the back, which is the thing to do. Objectively, the best choice is to go to the back of Skull. If you're completing it as a crystal with Fire Rod, you go back to front.
Okay, that's my bad.
But and then because like you might get lucky here and you find both the items in the back and you're like, okay, we're good to go. We know that's not going to happen, but it's what you hope for.
Yeah, he's gotten both items already. They were both like only a chest check apart.
Yeah, both items in Skull were in the front and not of consequence.
Just the map in the Mafulous part of the escape or Skullwoods.
And then Vinter with a nice silver arrows fight. Uh-oh, there's the book. Ah, dang it.
Yep, Vinter's go mode. That's
go mode for Vinter at 110. Yep, that was let's be honest, that's the race right there. Unless Trey finds a flute in like K45, that's the race right there. I have to be honest.
Yeah. There's
K45 or Smith Chain, but yeah.
There is almost no coming back from this. Oh, he almost got grabbed by the can too.
I mean, those are the gambles you make, and again, in Trey's situation, like you have a large number of checks available. All of West Dark World is still ahead of him. You think you're just literally -1. It's pretty reasonable to just go for your density and attack your crystal dungeons and assume you're going to get it over there. Yeah, there are no items in these dungeons that Trey is going to find that Vinter hasn't already checked. So we know if he finds a flute over here, it's going to be in Smith Chain or anything that's along with Smith Chain like K45.
Yep. That Eastern Armos Knight was the play of the game.
Yeah, cleaning up Eastern was the correct decision there. That's really gonna do. That's just it for Vinter. Yeah.
Though Vinter could I don't see it happening, but could have a rough Ganon fight still though.
Yeah, there still could be some execution to play out here, but Vinter is in a definite lead at this point. Well, whether or not he feels like he has a lead, he definitely is in the lead.
And it's a significant lead at that too.
I guess based on where the bow was, he definitely could have done Eastern like really any earlier, and he kind of did you might think maybe you've lost a bit of time based on the fact that you went to village and nothing was there. You found literally nothing in Wex Dark World, and then you go elsewhere and you find all these items and think, well, my opponent could have gotten here sooner. I don't know. There's the way this seed opened up. You have to kind of like really. I don't know. It's hard. It'd be potentially hard to anticipate what your opponent has or hasn't done.
Yes, especially with the placement of these items. Very quick moth.
Yeah, that was a solid moth. Yeah, for the most part, these two have been on the same route. There's the big divergence was Vinter's already done like these two dungeons over here. They converged again for pretty much like Swamp and TR, and then and also like cleaning up Pod relatively close in time, and then just like Vinter having less checks. I mean, in essence, like Vinter's route, doing village first is like really what won it because he's less ahead of him. So he's like, all right, all I got to clear Eastern, and that was it.
Yep, and he's going straight to desert now.
Yep, we have desert will be his 7th crystal, and then we'll be up the mountain one more time.
Yep, all he has to do is find the big key in there too.
Yeah, desert's gonna be a really quick clear.
Very nice whenever you could go into a dungeon and all you have to do is find the key, or big key.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a quick dungeon like Eastern, Desert, or Hera.
Yeah, Desert's one of the quick. I mean, in Hera, you don't even need the big key. If you have Hera Pot, you go straight to the top, but yeah.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Hera is one of those ones you can do real fast in a go mode situation. Desert as well, because you're literally just like dash in, go find the key, check map chest and torch. And if you know, sometimes the big key is like on the right side, and you gotta go get the small key for it. But sometimes Desert's fast.
It's a dream whenever it's in the Igor or torch room, especially if you have the boots.
Yeah, the map chest back here. And he said, okay, I guess he can check torch, sure. First, why not? I guess the big key's just there. Okay, sure. If you say so.
Yeah. Now it makes me want to know what was in what was on Green Pendant.
Yeah, we'll never know at this rate because go mode on being the book itself, we will never see that turned in.
What would be ironic is if the flute was on Green Pendant.
I'm trying to think of a situation. I guess I don't see a route in this seed that really that gets you the green pendant check without being in go mode. Cause you get to like you're just led to TR eventually with how the rest of the items laid out, and like the bow being there puts you back to Eastern. Like I don't think there's a situation in which you ever check green pendant here unless you're routing really weird.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it would be ironic if the flute was on Green Pendant.
Alright, getting the Landmo fight here. Oh, just missed the second cycle, short hopped. Yeah, you know what happens.
Yep.
And that's 7 crystals for Vinter.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite game. Where is the big key in Ganon's Tower?
Here on ZSR, we have a special command for that. Once the bot pops it up in chat, you'll hit ! Bet. There it is. Go.
I'm mean.
I'm gonna go with my usual number of 18.
I went with my 22. What is Vinter do? Oh, is he checking for? Oh, is he grabbing a fairy?
He's catching a fairy for the rest of it. Okay. I guess without a flute, it's a little harder to go get a blue potion. Yeah. This is an okay option. Trey's getting into his blind fight now. Time for you to go on a blind date.
Is that what the pun was this time?
Yeah. I actually don't think I've seen that line before.
I have.
There's so many blind text lines, and you might just go your entire rando career without seeing some of them. A little bit off script in the last phase there, but you still handle it no problem.
And just the map on blind. So if Vinter wins this race, that means Trey won't be undefeated anymore in this.
Yep, correct. I believe Trey is the last one. I'm gonna look. I'll check the bracket again, but I believe Trey will be the last one. Was the last one before this one that had no losses under his belt. I'm gonna look at the bracket right now to double check that, but I think that's the case. Yeah, in bracket, Vinter also hasn't taken any losses, but I believe Vinter did not 6-0 in groups.
But before this, Trey went 6-0 in the groups.
Yeah, Trey 6-0'd his group and has yet to take a loss in bracket. Yeah.
Okay. It's always kind of exciting to see when a person finally gets their first loss, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
What do they mean by NMG? Oh, there's a big key. It was on 3.
Well, that was easy. NMG being the no major glitches speedrun. Basically, like NMG gets up here with like 14 hearts, green mail, tempered sword. They would have no shield. No, you'd have 1 shield because that's forced on you by Uncle. Yeah, this is basically NMG equipment. They wouldn't have silvers though, so that's a bit of a difference. Yeah, double check. Yeah. So I was correct. Yeah, Trey after this, I'm assuming Vinter wins. Will no longer have anyone in brackets remaining that has no losses. Yeah, there's some other differences. Yeah, like no silvers, no cape, no bottle. Yeah, NMG gets up here with basically just 14 hearts, tempered sword. That's about it in terms of equipment. Really, 1 bow. You just kill Ganon Silverless and call it a day. "14 hearts tempered in a dream." Yeah, exactly.
At this rate, I think literally Eastern's play for him now.
Yeah, Trey has like nothing left almost. Yeah, he's headed back over here. Yeah. It's looking like at this point the flute is just in GT. Because it has to be accessible by inventory item logic, so it can't be like in Mire. It's just in GT somewhere.
Yep, we already know what both items in Hera were.
Do we? I think we're missing. I think we have 1 item missing in Hera still.
Yeah, wait, that's right. There was an item that's still in the basement.
Could just be Hera basement, but we'll never know. I think by the time Trey will find his go mode, I think before Vinter finishes.
Wow, that was a nice double kill on the second land wolves.
Vinter needs to pick up some arrows here in this next room. It's not Spike Cave Amerith. Vinter check Spike Cave as a bomb pack. Vinter getting into Wizrubs 2 here, and clean. Gonna pick up some more arrows for safety. Yeah, good idea.
I personally like it when GT has the flute. Because if Mire's a pendant, that means I don't have it's not a worrisome thing then, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, in a racing sense, it's nice when you just literally can't check pendant dungeons. You don't have to worry about them. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have to redo the torches.
He might still be fast enough. It's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna take the reset. That's fine. I think you could still recover that if you're really quick, but maybe not. Wait for this one to go out, and then now you run down. Yep.
He almost took another fall there. Yep, he's like Trey right now is in Eastern.
And he'll be getting his go mode very shortly here and kind of kicking himself, man. Man, I could have just mirrored from pod and been go mode sooner. At that point, you have to know, like, you're probably behind. Considering you, effectively last location, your go mode, yeah.
Yep, and he finds the book.
That might be... No, I mean, not actually last location, because you got to think, like Hera Basement's still a thing. He didn't check Spike Cave. But he's very thin on checks at that point.
Did Vinter accidentally leave that room that first time?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I went into the anti-fairy room and then left it by accident.
That's a dead Moldorm too, no problems there. Vanilla Big 20.
Oh, that's what's there?
I appreciate when they check the last chest, Moldorm's chest, and find a Vanilla Big 20.
No, it's not in Spike Cave. It was just a bomb pack in Spike Cave.
But what if it was Spike Cave? All right, Aga 2. Let's see how the agonometry works out. Oh, I don't like this immediate start. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great.
No, it's not.
This one's kind of... You can work with this. You got one. Yeah, it could have been better. This is okay.
Nice double hit on that one.
There's a chance for a triple if you can get that adjustment for the last hit there. Ugh. These are... This is tricky patterns. Aga 2 is terrible. You just kind of have to deal with it and just adjust as you can and hope you do it. You can practice this fight all you want and, I mean, get kind of better at it, but it's so random. It's really hard to, like, just be perfect at it.
Yeah, it's just so much RNG based on that fight.
And Trey, of course, is in go mode. He's working on getting into the back of desert as fast as he can. Meanwhile, Vinter is dropping down into the Ganon fight. This will be relatively quick with tempered silvers. Doesn't get the spin for the 1-1s. He'll be getting a 2-cycle phase 1 at least. Yep, here's into phase 2. He does have that cape if he wants to burn some magic here, which you can probably afford considering you have lamp and only need 4 silver arrows to finish the fight.
Yep.
And we're into phase 3. We'll see how many teleports Ganon gives us today.
How many teleports are you going to do today, Ganon? Yes.
Not that many so far. We're in 2 hits already. It's a coin flip every time, basically, so your average is about 4. Ah, he's actually pretty kind. That was like 3, I think, at most. Oh no, silver. Alright, there's 1. Let's see if he gets a nice... weird position. You're gonna get interrupt here? Yep, okay. There's gonna be 2 and 3 here. That was weird. I didn't expect him to go back down to the bottom, but I guess he was on his way up, so that makes sense.
That was an interesting way to do the torch glitch.
Yeah, I mean, it works out.
Torch glitch, but
I didn't really get torch glitch. I mean, both of them went out, but yeah. That's going to be it for Vinter. Get your GGs in chat. We'll get an official time in just a moment here once he is across that bridge.
Wow, that was a really quick Ganon fight.
And that's Vinter coming across the line in first place with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 34 seconds. And Trey, having seen the result, will immediately FF, and that is understandable. You've got an entire climb ahead of you. At this point, you want to probably not take several minutes more to conclude the race, and you want to just come in and do your interviews at the same time.
Hey, Adalor, I gotta go, though.
All right, take care. We'll see you later.
See ya.
And hello and GG to our runners, Vinter and Trey Spyre. Welcome to the booth. How you doing?
Thank you. GG's.
Yeah, GG.
I'm relieved.
This was an interesting seed. It was like really linear at the start. Obviously, you're forced into the agate, and then it blows open because you get your gloves, and you're like, all right, now what? You got gloves and hammer. You got options, but then it bottlenecks again at the TR bow, and then you have to make that correct play of mirroring to Eastern. And the big difference I saw is that Vinter, you having gone over to your Village of Outcasts first, like that big divergence kind of early, like you did Village, you cleared Skull and Thieves, you had less checks over there, so I'm sure you're thinking like, all right, I have to mirror to Eastern now because I don't have that much left to do. Whereas Trey, you're doing your Dark World version of your CAC skip, putting off Village forever, and that meant you have more checks ahead of you, and you're okay with skipping Eastern, and I think that's pretty much what did it.
Yeah, basically. And I think you nailed it.
Dirty CAC skipper.
I literally started in CAC basically today.
I know. You had to compensate and skip the Dark World version of it instead, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, really well played for you both. This is a fun race to watch. It was really close at some points. You two converged at several points and then diverged again. So it was some interesting different routing on both sides.
Yeah, to me it felt kind of linear up until the end, honestly. Since that bow was my last progression item, it felt like I needed to look behind that one more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, in that regard, it was a really nice seed. Like, you could really... It was this string of items that put you on the right path. At least that's what it felt like.
Yeah, especially like in Trey's case, you... after getting the shovel, you're like, all right, let's go check that out instead of like continuing over to West Dark World. You would just like go immediately for that shovel check. You get the glove, and I'm like, whoa, that's huge for Trey because he's got that glove, and you go straight at the mountain for your next play, and that continues to pay off. And you're just like, wow, this stuff is great.
Here's a mirror. Oh, okay, go up. Okay, sure, we'll go up. Oh, look, Samaria is sitting on top of Spec. Okay, we'll grab that too. Let's check Harrow while we're here. Oh, here's your flippers.
Yeah, the hits just keep coming. Like you go up the mountain, you expect to just go across the paradox, when you're like, oh, mirror Samaria flippers, both rods and paradox. You're like, okay, sure.
So much.
Like if only there was a way to have your second glove before going up there, it would have been like super good, like phenomenal mountain trip.
Not possible here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Swamp Palace.
Thanks for Mitts and Swamp. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a new one. Mitts and Swamp.
Yeah, right. That's never happened before.
Like I was definitely hoping the other glove was somewhere else that wasn't behind the first glove.
Right.
Because knowing it was on shovel, I know there's some people who don't like to check that if it's an isolated thing. You don't have the mirror to do it with, all your South Dark World stuff. So like I was hoping real hard. And then, it was just behind the first club.
Yeah, because like the way this routed out, if there was something like in like K45 in particular, it would have taken like Vinter a long time to get back there. Like there are just some potential differences that would have swung this the other way easily.
Yeah,
with just how that big routing divergence of doing Village versus putting it off till late, like that was like the big one. Yeah. At this point, you have to assume the flute's like somewhere in GT, basically, because where the heck else is it going to be?
Other than GT, I think I have Hera Basement and Spike Cave left, and Green Pendant turn in.
It's not Spike Cave. But yeah, it could be Green Pendant. We'll never know that one. Yeah.
Maybe it's on a tablet. That would be funny.
Oh, it could be.
Oh god, blocked behind the book. Yeah, that'd be stupid. Or maybe it's just in desert. Actually, the items in desert we didn't find.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, one funny moment was getting the big chest in Hera and then immediately getting bonked down. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. That's enough. So yeah.
Moldorm to root anyway.
Yeah, Moldorm just dropped
your attention.
Moldorm dropped the small key anyways, so you weren't missing anything up there.
So, yep, we just keep her left because who wants to do Para Basement.
Oh yeah, at that point you have so much ahead of you, like the entire rest of the Light Mountain, and then
And like all of the Dark World.
and you just got your mirror, so you know you can get to Swamp. Like you got a lot to do. Yeah, mirror and flippers even. Yeah,
All of the stuff. It was a fun one.
yeah, it was a fun seed to watch. Yeah, like just the way it played out. It's like, you know, well, we've got an Aga seed, but then it blows open. You got a ton of decisions to make, and you two still lined up pretty well at certain points. Like you both went right for Swamp basically as soon as it was available, and then obviously that was the correct play because the mitts are there. But yeah, so Trey, I guess your winless streak has finally ended.
I told everyone it was
I'm
going to
here-
happen.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
know why
lo-
everyone thought it
I'm
was
sorry.
going to happen. Like,
I'm
come
sorry,
on.
lossless, not wins.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
winless. Yeah, like I'm somehow I'm in semifinals with no wins. Yeah, that's how that works. But no, I definitely listen. At this point, I know how I play. If I'm gonna keep full clearing seeds and winning, eventually I'm gonna full clear a seed and lose. See today.
Yeah, I mean, you did make it to semifinals, like top 8, or no? Yeah, this is still top 8, isn't
Top
it?
8,
Yeah, which is quarters, but yeah.
Which is the furthest I've made in any tournament.
Yeah,
So I'm
I mean,
very thankful.
making it this far without taking any losses, like you 6-0'd your group and just charge your way up the bracket, still really good. Yeah.
The most exciting thing for me is that tomorrow we don't have to play a hard open.
Yeah.
'Cause
You know what your deck looks like for tomorrow? What's likely?
Who knows? It's a bunch of 1s and a 3, I think.
What's the 3?
I think there's 2 3s. Hold on. Turny Keys or McBoss.
Okay.
Probably. Well, I think I finally put an inverted keys card back into the deck.
All right, so we'll definitely have a more interesting mode tomorrow. That's for sure. Because hard is completely out now. So we'll get some.
You know, I got those silvers and rolled my eyes and went, "Oh look! If only this weren't for if only this was progressive bows. Think about how much faster this would be."
Yeah, right. Because like you can just roll over to Eastern, and then if you feel like full clearing Eastern because you're looking for progress. Actually, you would full clear Eastern in this position because you're thinking like, I'm looking for one more item that saves me from to do Aga, and like anything can save it at that point. Like, but you'd get your book there and be like, oh, maybe that's useful later. Turns out it is.
Yeah, but it's fine.
It happens. That's rando for you. Stuff in places, and one person's gonna miss it, and it's just how racing goes.
Rando gonna rando.
Yep, sure is.
All right. Well, I think I'm out of comments or questions. If you two have any final thoughts, feel free to let them go. Otherwise, we'll hand it over to Psychonaut to take us out.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for racing, Trey. I think it was probably a very close one, and I just got lucky there. Looking forward to tomorrow. And thank you for the restream, for putting this up. Always love to see it, love to see random racing, and it's a lot of work behind the scenes, so appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for giving us a place to do this, and a place for us to show off.
Oh, and I see. Actually, you two actually have tomorrow. It's on restream. Maybe soon we're going to restream where you'll have Zeke and TJ. That'll be good comms pair.
Oh, that's all that. Yeah, that'll be great.
Indeed, they're going at it tomorrow. Same bat time, but not same bat channel. They'll be racing over on the main ZeldaSpeedRuns channel, so look forward to that when that happens. But yeah, with that, I think that's probably a good point to leave it there. GG's to both Trey and Vinter for a great race. Please be sure you drop both of them a follow. Thank you to Adalor and to Nira for the comms earlier. Really informative to listen along. And thanks, of course, to Daruk for tracking. Great effort by everyone involved. Please make sure you drop all of them a follow. If you're looking for more action on ZeldaSpeedRuns, as mentioned, we have that race tomorrow on ZeldaSpeedRuns. We also have action in the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Freaky Friday race, which takes place tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern over on ZeldaSpeedRuns 1. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern, we have the Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Weekly race, which is happening over on ZeldaSpeedRuns 2. And we have our usual action with the Ocarina of Advertiser, Ocarina of Time Randomizer, standard races, both NA and EU happening over the weekend as well. It'll all be up on the schedule, and if you are interested or if you're new here, please be sure to drop us a follow so you can keep up to date for when we go live and all that. For the moment, though, we are going to send you over to, I hope I pronounced this name right, Mian DM? Close enough. Who's doing a restream of the Link to the Past Randomizer Mentor Tournament matchup going on at the moment between Akuhite and Shinmaru. So to be sure to go over there, be sure to show them all some love. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Psychonaut, and have a fantastic rest of your time. So bye-bye now.